Toby here once again, and this time, as I mentioned in the previous episodes, that I'm going to start doing blade reviews. So now, this is the first sword review that I'm going to do, featuring this, the Kanigara Sasibar. So, this is the Sasibar. It's basically a Panay weapon, predominantly used in the area, region near Leyte. And I can say that this came from that region, particularly with the blade design and the handle. Typically, the handles always are curved, sporting a floral pommel. But I know there's a particular series that they came out that had the dragon or the Bakunawa pommel, which has an engraved head of the dragon, which is a deity back in Filipino culture. The handle is made from carabao horn. It's about 5 to 6 inches long, or probably more close to 6. And the blade is a nice 23 and a half inch blade. Among the line, they have or they make from 12 inches all the way here. I'm just not familiar with the type of increments they have, but this is the longest that you'd get. It's chisel grind, much like all Panay weapons are. And it's a very, very nice and light utility sword or functional fighting weapon. Its balance is somewhere around 6.5 inches from the pommel, from the handle, the tip of the handle. So there, and it's not top heavy like most FMA swords are, which I like very much because it's very, very light. And you can also ask the Pandais or the smiths to make a left-handed version, which I have right here. Okay, because, well, I'm Cali de Leon, so we love dual-wield weapons. And then, of course, you have the sheath. The sheath is basically made of blackened wood with aluminum strips to make it a bit more sturdy. What I don't really like about this, personal preference, of course, is that if you can zoom in, there, the holes for where you're gonna attach it, maybe a belt loop. You can't really put a belt in it. So you can either use a very thin string or perhaps a ribbon. To be honest, nobody really does that anymore because normally people just hold the sword or they just wrap a ribbon around it to do it as a sling. But this kind of doesn't have any use. But, you know, it's still pretty good. Perhaps if they just didn't put that ridge, it would hold better. But that's me. I'm just nitpicking. Pretty much one of the best production blades out there that I can specifically and truly say is authentic and traditional in a sense that it comes from the origin of this particular weapon. One of the best things about this also is the price. Okay, this sword, for this length, this amount of steel, carabao horn, very light, very utilitarian, and still good for fighting, is less than $50. Yes, $50. Less than that. So, if you're looking for a good sword, I highly recommend this. So, the grip is pretty nice, see? It doesn't slip in my hand. Optimal for thrusts, hacking movements. If you can hear it, beautiful singing from the blade. Easy to maneuver, easy to rotate and thrust. Rotation-wise, nice and clean. And easy to switch left to right and back. So it's really well balanced. I love using it around. And although I don't do a lot of cutting tests, I've seen a lot of my friends use this, and it really works well. So there you have it for this particular sword. As I said again, I highly recommend this blade if you can get it. Right now, I had this acquired through a friend. I'm actually looking on how to get the details specifically because I only know the reseller of it. But as I get better acquainted with guys selling it in the market, I'll make a video to post that too. So there you go. Thanks for watching this episode and look forward to more of my blades.